All right, guys, let's kick off with our entertainment news. Yes, Blow My Mind video was shot 3 days after I met Chris Brown, says Davido. Looks like singer Davido is still enjoying the buzz from his feature with American singer Chris Brown, as the OBO has recently shared how the feature happened. In an interview with Apple Music's Beats One radio show with Ebro Darden, Davido spoke about his upcoming album and the features to look out for on the album. The soon-to-be married singer confirmed that aside Chris Brown, the album will have 6 features. That's Lil Baby, Gunna, Young Thug, Jeremiah, Popcan, and of course, DMW's Yonda. He also added that Yonda is the only DMW artist who will be on the album. Before Blow My Mind was played on the show, Davido shared how the feature came to be. Davido recently confirmed that the title of the upcoming album is A Good Time, and the album will be released in October 2019, as Chris Brown and Davido are currently working on a joint album, which will also see them going on tour together. Really, really cool story.
Yeah.
I was watching this video earlier with someone, and people were like, the person was like, which accent is this one? Like, he actually has an accent. And I'm like, yeah. Especially when he goes abroad, it comes on, like it's automatic.
I feel like, I think Burna Boy is the only artist I've seen so far that's done an international interview that his Nigerian accent was still there. They kind of switched.
He never grew up, you know, like he grew up there or something. I know for them, Davido, he and Shino Rambo and the likes of them, they lived there for a long period of time.
Or not? Did Whiskey grow up in this? Like, did he grow up abroad?
Whiskey grew up in.
Did he grow up abroad?
Whiskey
I don't think so.
Ojuelegba abroad.
Exactly. Because I know he grew up in Ojuelegba, but even when he did the BBC interview one time, like, was it Channel 4 interview, one of those British stations, I was hearing the accent. I'm like, what's going on here? Anyway, that's not the point.
People learn it. It's
yeah, exactly. But this is a really cool, cool story. I thought it was really nice. And it just shows that when an artist digs your vibe and wants to work with you, he'll do it. I don't know if it was because of who they met through or just because he was saying he liked Assurance. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just work together, and in 3 days, they made it happen.
On a popular blog, I think it was Too Exclusive, that actually posted a fun fact about Blow My Mind video, and he said, oh, did you know that Chris Brown actually paid for the music video, Blow My Mind? So Davido didn't read it properly then. He now commented and be like, if I paid for it, let me die here. Blah, 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 blah. So you saw that, well, he now became so aggressive about it, and he now came back again to apologize that, oh, I didn't read it properly. Oh, yes, thanks, G.
Davido needs to come down on Instagram, by the way.
No, but
you know, his blood is quite hot.
Defensive, because he's used to people coming to attack him and say, oh, this, you used the money to buy this, you know. So he was just already ready.
He was ready.
It was a case of,
punish
I'm
me
ready
if I paid for this video. But I mean, wow. I'm actually pretty excited that Chris Brown actually paid for him, and Chris Brown actually saw talent in what he's doing and said, I like this song, I want to jump on it, not the other way around. And that's a very huge deal,
And that's to say to people that have been going around saying, no, it's a lie. You know, Davido just wanted something because Whiskey was doing something with Beyonce. Davido was also looking for an international collaboration. Assurance was last year. So if they reached out to each other, this happened last year or earlier in the year before the whole, you know. So guys, please, just encourage all our artists.
Another interesting angle.
I was going to say, go for it.
How come Yonda is the
That's
only
where I was going, Amanda. Smart girl.
On the album?
So I'm really happy about it, though, you guys, because we've talked here about how, I don't know if it was here we said it, but that, you know, it feels like, Yonda, we're kind of like, what's going on with Yonda? And he does have a distinct voice. Like when you hear him on Red Handed, on Ajay, like he has a distinct voice that stands out. So like, I want to see what's going on with that. I mean, we know there's buzz around Mayokun, there's buzz around Peruzzi. So maybe they're taking turns. And it's just nice that he's going to, Dremo as well. It's nice that he's going to focus on him on the album.
Yeah, I think that's the idea as well. And it's good PR for Yonda.
What's wrong with your face, Amanda?
I'm wondering why. I mean, they're usually so clan and community based. You know, everybody in DMW always doing stuff together.
Like it's like a turn-by-turn thing. So, you know, Dremo first, then Mayokun, then Peruzzi now. So it's like, okay, you guys are buzzing now. You guys can stand on your own. Let me focus on Yonda. Let me look for something that can make him, you know, noticed as well. So if he's on my album and I say he's the only DMW artist on my album, people will be like, okay, you know, that's already creating buzz. Because now I'm like, okay, I actually want to listen to that track that would have just Yonda on it. Do you understand? So
it's also nice watching that interview, seeing how Davido was shouting out everyone, like at every turn. It was like, oh, shout outs to Young Thug for hooking me up with meeting Lil Baby. Shout outs to Shizzy and Walt for co-writing Blow My Mind. Shout outs to this. So it's nice. It's nice to shout people and give them some credit. And he did that with Yonda as well.
We have to give Davido for that. He rises. He really rises by lifting others. We'll give him that.
All right, moving on to the next story. Ricardo Banks drops brother Temi Solomon as manager. Nigerian singer Ricardo Banks has dropped his elder brother Temi Solomon as his manager. Ricardo, who recently left Maven Records to start his own Bank music label, had been managed from the beginning by his brother Temi. Until now, you know, things have changed. In a recent radio interview, Ricardo explained that it was just the next level dealings. I wanted to get somewhere else. The vision became a lot farther, like I saw farther than I used to see, and I just needed somebody that would see as much, most especially someone that's been there with other people, in quotes, artists. But me and my brother are cool. Now, when asked if Temi is still part of his team in any capacity, he replied, at the moment, he's not. Interestingly, Temi has also not posted anything about Ricardo Banks' new Rora song on his page, and last posted about Ricardo last month. Now, Ricardo Banks is now managed by 2020 Media, led by Davido's former manager, Kamal Ajiboye. This is just funny because I feel like, not like I'm digging into anything, but I feel like there's something wrong because this is your blood, and even if you say everything in school, your response, that, oh, I see further, if I were to be Temi, I'll be like, so it's me that is blind, I don't see further, what are you saying? I felt like he should have probably just said, oh, well, things changed and whatever. He should have just kept it at that, not saying, oh, I started to see further and blah, blah, blah. And the fact that his brother hasn't posted anything about his new single, if they're really cool, I feel like whether or not we're working together, you're still my brother, let me just put up a post for you. However, everyone is entitled to their own, you know,
I mean, they could be cool, but he might just not feel like promoting him anymore. Because as he said, if you're saying, I see further, it might not just be on a professional level anymore. It might just be on a personal relationship because your brother is still your brother. Now, I think these things are bound to happen when you have siblings as managers, when you have lovers as managers, when you have parents as managers. It's just bound to happen because, you know, most times when you have someone that's a family member that is managing you, it feels like you're arguing with the person, or, you know, you have to basically force your opinion down their throat because they have a personal relationship with you, so they feel like they know what's best for you. Now, he's saying that his other manager has managed other artists. Probably he means has a broader experience or has more experience, which is okay professionally. It's just definitely there's going to be sentiments involved because this is his brother who was there with him when he started. So it just depends on how you.
The fact that his brother is not even a member of his team in any capacity, like nothing at all. I don't know.
To be honest, I would. To be honest, personally, I would advise you never to have a family member as your management. I mean, there's so many examples of where it didn't work out.
But wait, internationally and locally. From day one, I know that at some point they had issues and, you know, not like issues per se, but he just got to that level where it was like, you know what, I need a professional hand. But however, he didn't throw his mom off.
You can't throw your mom off.
I think it's possible to work with family, but understanding and communication is key. It's key. So I hope that, you know, like you were saying, I don't think there's any problem with, at some point, saying, look, our visions don't gel anymore. I want to move on to someone else. And that's fine, and especially for the reason that he gave, where it's like, oh, I wanted someone with more experience. So maybe his brother didn't have as much experience as Kamal, who is said to now be managing him. So as long as you do it in a civil way, as long as you do it with like, in a peaceful way, I think it's fine. Yeah, you know, you move on to other things, and you can work with family. I feel like you can work with family.
You can work with family.
There have been a lot of instances though where there was
come in place. I mean, even look at international acts like Beyonce and her dad. You can sense that their relationship is strained based on the fact that he's no longer her manager.
Beyonce and her mom also worked together, and I mean,
maybe did they even have a contract in the first place?
Exactly.
Did they have a contract in the first place?
That's it.
So two things here. Depends on personality and do you have a contract? What is the... But then that contract thing too, when you start using contract for family, it's not like...
It's very difficult.
You have to use contract for family. If we're working together, fam, let's contract it out.
I feel like the most diplomatic way could have just said is, oh, the contract we had expired.
They will not say you didn't want to renew it.
It's still going to...
No, I just wanted to test the waters. I want to try something different. And we all know that Kamal has been in the industry for a long time. He used to manage Davido and a couple of other people. So, in as much as I feel like it's controversial, because there were like so many issues, like most of the people he's managed, they end up falling out in a really dirty way. But I'm like, Kamal knows what he's doing. He's really good at, you know, his job and all of that. So let's just
keep our fingers crossed, yes, and hope for more on that story. All right, moving on to some more news. Yemi Alade signs licensing deal with Universal Music Group. Yes, Nigerian singer Yemi Alade has signed a new licensing deal with Universal Music Africa and Universal Music France. Under the multi-year agreements, Yemi will be the exclusive worldwide recorded music partner for Yemi Alade and while her current label, Effizi Music Group, and UMF will be the international rollout partners for the projects. Now, the agreement is a part of the Universal Music Group's plan to strengthen its position in this part of the world through UMA, as well as build on Yemi Alade's success so far on her label. According to Musa Sumbunu, MD of Universal Music Africa, and he said, we at Universal Music Africa are all huge fans of Yemi Alade and her music, and with what she has already accomplished with Effizi Music Group, we believe that our new partnership will only further elevate her super status globally, and we are excited and proud to support her in this new phase of her career and even help her reach even greater heights. Her current manager and CEO and founder of Effizi Music Group, Taye Aliyu, also added, we at Effizi Music Group and Yemi Alade are pleased to be working in partnership with the Universal Music Group, changing the narrative of African music one artist at a time. The future is Africa. Yes, it has been quite a successful year for Yemi Alade, who recently featured on Beyonce's The Lion Gift album and recently released her Woman of Steel album. It's been a great year for her indeed.
Yeah, I mean, she was also the first, I think, female African artist to hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So quite a lot has happened for her this year, and this is really, really big. In fact, I think we would agree that almost feels like, it's been a long time coming, because we know what Yemi Alade has done with getting her music across Africa. Like in Nigeria, she gets a lot of heck here and there. People are like, this is music you're doing. But, you know, the views online, and you know that those views are not even from Nigeria alone. Like the Tanzanians, the Kenyans, and she's that person who would do a French version of Johnny, who would do
very
who would work with Saudi Soul from the East.
Her management, herself, whoever is behind it, her PR, whatever it is, her label, they made a very good deal, making her to translate those songs to French. Because, I mean, not just Universal Music Africa, which is already a huge deal, now Universal Music France. Wow, that is 2 international markets at the same time. Wow,
they love us in France, trust me. That's why Asha is probably based there. Like, they really, really, and recently Adekunle Gold said something about, you know, France, performance, something, and he got a lot of people.
France, and so trust
me, they love African music in France.
But shout outs to also, like, because there's a side of Africa that's Francophone. So shout outs to the Congolese guys and all those guys who have also pushed, you know, the Makossa, the Soukous music. And so it's given Africa some sort of name in France, because we both speak French kind of thing. So yeah, that has really helped, and it's nice.
Well done, Yemi Alade.
A break from all the noise that people make about you and your music, my sister.
She's still cashing out. She's like making noise.
All right, that's all we have for you on the entertainment news. Now it's time for a celebrity birthday shout out. Celebrating today are Nigeria's very own media mogul and media personality, Mo Abudu, as she turns 55 today. Woo!
Happy birthday,
She's been peppering us on Instagram, like greeting everybody in different language. And well done. This one is really cool, and you know,
she's doing big things.
She's doing big things.
A good example, and it feels like we talk every now and then about people dying empty, and it feels like, you know, she's not dying. Don't worry. I mean, like it feels like one of those people when it's time, like later on in life, of course, when it's time to go, it's like you would have been able to say you fulfilled a lot, you did a lot. I mean, not only was she a host, when she was doing Moments with Mo, of course, she's also now doing films.
So many facets.
You know, how you grow from just being a presenter to being a media mogul. Like, she's one that we all look up to and like, would like to be like her.
See, I think the thing about Mo Abudu is she has so many facets that are known and unknown. I mean, from being a HR manager to being a presenter to being someone who does films. She even has a cinema coming up. She's someone that just goes for her dreams, and there is no impossibility in her dictionary, and like she's inspiring to the youth. Happy birthday to you, Ma.
Happy birthday. Also celebrating today is super talented actor Taraji P. Henson, who turns 45 today. Now, you might know her, 49, sorry. You might know her from films like Think Like a Man, Acrimony, that made everybody start arguing, and the popular series Empire, where she played Cookie. Taraji has been coming from like way back. And when Empire happened and she became bigger, I felt like, yes, this is it. Like, you know how you've been chasing something. So I don't know, it spoke to me in a way where I felt like, look, consistency is key, because you can't feel like because I'm doing this, I've been doing this for 10 years. No. You might just be one day away from your breakthrough. So don't stop, just keep going. And with her, I learned that, and I'm a huge fan.
Her story is one of consistency and also one of just finding your true nature. Because there is no other Taraji P. Henson. She comes into a movie, she carries her whole essence, her whole presence is there. Like, Cookie, Acrimony, Empire, any of her movies. That strong presence is there.
There was this like mathematics
film. Yeah.
Octavia Spencer.
I've seen the
something about women
and Janae Monáe. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
The three of them were.
Killed it. I was like, how you throw yourself into roles like she can be crazy Cookie, but she can be like emotional Taraji. She can be wild in Acrimony and stuff. And of course, like you said, she's a perfect example of the fact that it's never too late in life. She got engaged, I think it was last year, and I hope they're still going strong. But yeah, so at what, 48? So it's nice that, you know, you might have gotten
no age
right
to
with
this
love.
thing.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Finally, one of the first and most influential Dirty South rappers to achieve mainstream success, Ludacris. He turns 42 today, 42.
I can't believe that.
Wow.
I thought
that's young.
Because Luda is another person who's been around for a while. Man was killing it with rap. He was killing movies. Finish your talk.
Well, apart from his success musically, he's also done well for himself as an actor too. Happy birthday, Ludo!
I mean,
Crash.
Do you guys follow him on Instagram? 42? His family life also is so beautiful. Oh,
his wife is
my goodness. She's and then I can't even just stop talking about it. I love the way they're handling their family.
So if you leave me, I will not stop.
But I didn't have a crush on somebody.
I know, because that never happens, right?
Luda, you must have been so special. All right, happy birthday to Ludacris. Happy birthday to Mo Abudu. Happy birthday to Taraji PMC. And happy birthday to everyone out there celebrating today.
Yes.
Please let us know where the turn up is at, okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Tell us. Yes.